everyone. Welcome to today's daily tarot reading. Today is January the 4th, 2020. It is Monday, guys. Happy Monday. This is the first real beginning of the week for the new year. I want you guys to be going into the new year strong. I want you guys to be going into the new year motivated. I want you to go into the new year transformed, listening to your intuition, listening to your inner voice. You know, hey, we went through some things last year in 2020, but this is a brand new year. And so we are allowed to reinvent ourselves, and we should always be striving to be the best version of ourselves that we can possibly be. And so I want you guys to go into 2021 encouraged, knowing that, hey, destiny got my back. I'm always trying to deliver messages to you guys that will help you on your journey throughout this whole year. But most importantly, God has your back, and it's nothing that you cannot do. And whether or not you get it completed within the next 12 months, it doesn't matter. As long as you're moving forward, even if you're moving forward at a snail's pace or a turtle's pace, forward is forward. That means progress, okay? So I hope you guys are charged up, and I hope you're ready to take care of yourselves, your health, your family, your friends, making sure you're healed and you're good, because there's no way you could take care of anyone else if you're not taking care of you. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do today's daily tarot reading. We're going to pull some cards on what we should expect today, what advice we need to hear, what the energy is today, what should we look for today, what should we look out for, what should we be cautious of, and what should we be mindful of today. Most of you guys already know my daily tarot readings are not just about love. They can be about any area of your life. We could be talking about your job. We could be talking about a relationship with a family member, a relationship with a friend. All right, so we're going to go ahead and let the cards come out. Once they come out, we'll begin the reading. Excuse me, guys. My family is awake, and they are not quiet people, unfortunately. It's only unfortunate when I'm doing a reading, but because I like the noise sometimes. Let you know everyone is still alive and well. So very thankful for my family. Let's give me more card, please. Thank you. Okay. So we have the Knight of Cups. We have the Page of Wands, the Queen of Swords in reverse. We have the Five of Pentacles, and we have the Two of Pentacles, and it is in reverse. That's the overall energy. The Knight of Cups energy. Something's already told you. The universe has already talked to you. Your intuition has already told you. Your inner voice has already told you, with the Knight of Cups being here, to begin to move towards something and offer some type of emotion towards it. It's like, if this is a job we're talking about, your intuition, your inner voice has said, hey, this is something you could be passionate about. This is something you would love. This is something that will be emotionally fulfilling. So go ahead and make the call. If this is about a relationship, this is the same, basically. With that Knight of Cups energy being here, the universe, your intuition, your inner voice has already told you to make this person an offer. And you want to listen to your heart. You want to send this message because you know if you made this movement, how much love you would get or receive if you made this movement. So today is a day of you, with the Page of Wands being here, wanting to talk. You want to pick up the phone. You want to text the person. You want to call them. Or you want to call the job and you say, hey, I accept this offer. Or you want to tell someone, okay, well, I'm willing to move to where you are. You're ready to communicate about making some new discoveries today. But when you start to, it's almost like your heart is telling you, your intuition is telling you, your inner voice is telling you, pick up the phone, make the call, communicate, say what needs to be said, say it from your heart space. When you begin to think about it today, with the Queen of Swords energy being in reverse here, you start to get very uncomfortable. There's an overwhelmness that comes over you, and you begin to become emotional. I don't know if this is a situation that will isolate you from something else that you're doing or someone else that you're dealing with. I just see there is an emotion, an uncomfortable emotion within you today to listen to your heart, make the call. It's like with the Five of Pentacles and being here, if this is a job we're talking about, it's almost like, well, I'm scared because if I make the call, if I tell my boss that I want to move towards something else, or I'm moving, or I'm taking another job offer, or I'm accepting another job offer, you know, would I end up like the Five of Pentacles? Would I end up in some type of financial adversity? Will I get some type of bad omen? Would I go through some type of hardship before I go? Like, will I lose? If it's romantic, there could be the reason why you're overwhelmed about making the call and communicating is because you might have to leave you might have to leave somebody out in the cold. You might have to tell somebody today that unfortunately you don't feel the same way about them that they might feel about you. And so today, with the Two of Pentacles being here in reverse, is a day of juggling. Very overwhelmed today, not balanced out today because this conversation needs to be had. With the Devil energy being here, this is telling me that this over emotion, overthinking, overly emotional energy that you're in is unhealthy. With the Devil energy being here, is keeping you bound, is keeping you restricted, is keeping you enslaved. So the universe today, the message from the universe today is the Emperor energy. It's time for you to get it together. It's time for you to get structured. It's time for you to get in control of this. It's time for you to put down the law and the order. It's time for you to be a leader. It's time for you to be an authority figure. The Emperor is not a person that makes decisions and do things strictly off emotions. I feel with the Ten of Swords energy being here, whatever we're talking about here, it was an inevitable end anyways. It was something that was going to end anyways. So you making the decision today to step up to the plate and listen to your heart, it was going to have to happen regardless. I just see here with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, there's a sense of false security, false success, false stability without this. If it's a job, you're like, well, I'm scared because if I make the move and something goes wrong, then how am I going to take care of myself if something doesn't fall through? If I leave this other person or leave someone out in the cold, would I suffer financially from separating? Would they suffer financially? Or you could be emotionally connected to them in a way where this person maybe feeds your confidence, they feed your ego. You're dependent on them in some sense or another. There's a sense of you not feeling successful without whatever this is your heart is telling you to communicate about. Let's get some clarification. Get my clarifying deck. Yeah, we have the Hierophant in reverse here. Look on the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Cups. To move towards this and make an offer, there has to be the Hierophant in reverse. There has to be a breakdown of something. Something in your eyes that was once solid. Whether this is a relationship or a job. For you to move forward and listen to your heart, something else has to be broken down. And with the Three of Cups being here, this is something that has really brought happiness to your life. This is something that has really made you feel good. But everything in you is saying it's time to talk. It's time to say that with the Ace of Cups being in reverse here, that the love you once had for this isn't there anymore. And with Judgment in reverse, you're afraid to make the call. You're afraid to make the decision. You're worried that you'll be making a hasty decision. Like, I might be doing it too soon. Maybe I should wait a little while. Maybe I should see how things work out. Maybe I should see how things work out with the partner. Maybe things will change. Today is a day of juggling. Today is a day of juggling. You are emotionally over the top about this. Feelings of isolation, feelings of coldness and bitterness because of this Five of Pentacles being here. Someone's going to have to be left out in the cold. If this is a relationship, if this is a job, you're worried about financial adversities. But with the King of Wands on the bottom of the deck, you need to embody this energy to overcome this situation today. To overcome this obstacle today. The King of Wands is a creative person, is a leader. You're just afraid about the adversities that come with this. Even though with the Ten of Swords being here in reverse, you knew that it was an inevitable end. Like at one point it was going to end. If this is a job, you're like, at one point I was going to have to leave. If this is a relationship, you know that at one point it was just going to fall apart. But there's a strong Two of Cups energy, a strong emotional connection to this. You, with the King of Cups being here, you genuinely love this. You genuinely love the job. You genuinely love the person. So this is why with the Star energy being here, you're keeping the hope. You're keeping the faith. You're hoping there's something that can be rejuvenated within this situation that will allow you to not have to change, transition, walk away, leave it behind. Let's get some advice for today. Seven of Swords. I hate to be the person to say this, but I have to keep it 100 with you guys. My guys are saying some of you are going to have to sneak yourself away from this. Some of you are going to have to sneak out of this. Some of you are going to have to do some little tricks, some little strategies, or you're going to have to put together a tactic or something. Some of you are going to have to do some things that you probably, didn't think to be doing. To get yourself out of this situation because of the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. This is a bad investment. This is a bad investment. It's gotten to the point where investing in it any longer is not to your benefit. See what you should look for. The Hierophant in reverse. Look for that time, that perfect moment to go ahead and break this whole situation down. Justice is in reverse. This is causing an imbalance in your life. It's causing a lack of clarity in your life because you're being dishonest. See what you should look out for. Look out for the strength. Look out for that strength, that inner strength that's going to hit today, that's going to give you the confidence to focus on this, to really be compassionate about this, to really do what needs to be done. With the Hermit card being in reverse, yes, someone's going to feel exiled from your life. Whether this is your coworkers, a boss, the job, it's going to be like you had to get rid of it, or a person. There's going to be sadness. There's going to be loneliness. There's going to be moments where you feel like, oh my God, have I lost my mind? Did I lose my way? Expect it. That's going to be part of today's journey for those of you that's resonating with this. Let's see what you should be cautious of. Be cautious of the King of Swords. Be cautious on how you communicate this. Whether it's to a job, to a person and you're in a relationship with, make sure you're doing it from a head space, not an emotional space. This is a day to be stern. This is a day to be sharp, logical, disciplined, use your high standards, tell the truth. With the Knight of Swords being here on the bottom of the deck, you might be going in to tell someone something that they don't want to hear, but they need to hear. Let's see what you should be mindful of. Be mindful of the Four of Cups. Even though there's love in this situation and there's emotion involved around this situation, you no longer, with the Four of Cups being here, want to accept this love offer. There's a part of you emotionally that wants to disconnect from it because it is stagnant. It's not going anywhere. You're unmotivated to keep doing this. You're bored with it. So with the World energy being here, it's time to complete the cycle. Let's get some energy for today. Give me a second, guys. My guys just told me to write something down. Let's get the energy for today. Prosperity begins. Once this is complete, there's a whole nother cycle that's going to begin. And it's going to be a cycle of abundance. It's going to be a cycle of prosperity. It's going to be a cycle of your tree bearing fruit and you reaping the benefits of. You benefiting the benefits of it. That's what I see here. There's a lot of deception and envy in this situation. I do feel you might have to be deceptive also to get yourself out of this situation. There's a choice to be made and you need to make sure you choose wisely. The waiting game. You've been waiting. You've been waiting to balance this out. You've been waiting to do this. And if you go ahead and make the call, if you go ahead and listen to your heart, even though it feels like something's going to have to be broken down, there's going to be positive movements forward for you. That's what I have for today's daily tarot reading. Thank you so much for checking it out. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and rocking with your girl. I appreciate each and every one of you. I just saw the number 2020, so some of you need to look that up. I will see you guys in the next one. Namaste.